Okay, good morning all. Let's start with the lesson. Today we'll continue with calc. So we have done first session almost, and we are left with the last topic of the session, that is solver method. How will you solve? How do you use this solver? What is the use of solver? See, we have done goal seek in the last class. So goal seek was the option where we do reverse calculation, right? We have the answer and we want to find out the input that you want to give so that that answer can be achieved, right? So in that case, we use goal seek option. And today we'll go further. Okay, see, this was goal seek option where, um, for example, I want 15,000 as the interest. So how much I have to invest if the time is 1 year and the rate of interest is 7.50, right? So we know the answer, but we want to calculate the input amount. So this is done with the help of goal seek. Okay. Now solver is, you can say, advanced version of goal seek where we use goal seek in more elaborated form. ठीक है, जैसे उसमें एक इक्वेशन की बजाय we have multiple equations, then we use solver method. Again, it is used for reverse calculation, right? We have the output and we want to find out the input level. Then we go with this solver, right? The only difference between solver and your goal seek is this, that goal seek works on single situation, whereas in solver we have multiple situations, right? Let me take you to Excel file, calc file, sorry. So now this is the example. Now here, let's say you have $10,000 and you want to invest this amount $10,000 into 2 mutual funds for 1 year, right? So हमें दो जगह पे invest करने हैं 10,000 से, right? Both the funds, like fund X and fund Y, both have different rate of interest. X का rate of interest 8 है, Y का rate of interest 12. दोनों को एक साल के लिए हमें invest करना है, right? Now, how much you should invest in each of the funds so that you earn a total amount of interest as $1,000, right? अब यहाँ पे देखो हमने क्या किया है, फंड एक्स में ये this is what we need to find out, how much interest will be calculated, how much, this is the answer that you want. In C2, I want the answer that how much amount I have to invest out of this 10,000 in this fund X so that I'll get some interest here. Similarly, out of 10,000, how much I want to invest in this fund Y, and again I'll get some interest on, but our total interest should be 10,000. Oh, sorry, $1,000. यहाँ पे 1,200 लिखा है, 1,000 होना चाहिए. तो मुझे रिवर्स कैलकुलेशन करना है कि मेरे पास 10,000 rupees है. I want to invest that 10,000 rupees in 2 different funds. Both have different rate of interest. Now I have to divide that 10,000 into 2 parts basically. एक हमने X फंड में लगाना है, एक हमने Y फंड में लगाना है, right? तो इन दोनों से जो इंटरेस्ट आएगा वो टोटल इंटरेस्ट मेरा $1,000 होना चाहिए. That is the condition given, right? Now, how will you solve this? This can be done with the help of solver method. Now, what you need to do is, first thing is you have to put formula somewhere, right? Write this X, Y, fund Y, right? And total here, right? From A2 to A2 to A4, these names you have to write. ये आपका interest earned आ गया, how much interest will earn. This is amount invested, how much amount you will invest, right? This is the rate of interest for both the funds. This is the time. Time we know that it is 1 year, right? So enter all these values here. Now, what you need to do is टोटल इन्वेस्टेड अमाउंट इज 10,000, वो कंडीशन में दिया है कि $10,000 मेरे पास टोटल है, so we'll type $10,000 here in this cell C4, right? This should be blank, or you can type 0 also. Then in this cell I want to put a formula. Why do you need a formula? Because total I want 10,000, तो उसमें से कुछ यहाँ आएगा, कुछ यहाँ आएगा. अब ये मुझे पता नहीं, this I want to calculate. This should be this minus this. ये कितना होना चाहिए? C4 minus C2 means 10,000 में से जितना यहाँ पे कैलकुलेशन बन के अमाउंट आएगी उसमें से माइनस कर देंगे हमारा C4 ये फंड वाई का इन्वेस्टमेंट अमाउंट. दिस फॉर्मूला I have to write here, right? And then for calculating the interest you have to put a formula. What is the formula? This is amount invested multiply rate multiply time over 100. This is the simple interest formula, principal into rate into time over 100, right? Similarly here also we have to put a formula, principal into rate into time over 100, and this also. And this is basically sum of these, because I want total interest as 1,000, तो इन दोनों का सम यहाँ सम का फॉर्मूला लगेगा, right? So once you are done with the formula, then you need to go to the solver option. How do we find solver option? Go to tools menu, fifth option is solver, click on this. Then here we have three things. First is the target cell. Target cell क्या होगा? Target cell होगा आपका B4. B4 क्यों? क्योंकि हमें आंसर चाहिए ये. यहाँ पे मुझे वैल्यू कितनी चाहिए? $1,000 टोटल मेरा इंटरेस्ट आना चाहिए. So I'll select this B4 as a target cell, right? And I want how much value in this cell? I want it 1,000, let's say. ठीक है, यहाँ तो 1,200 लिखा है, but मुझे $1,000 जो है टोटल इंटरेस्ट चाहिए दोनों फंड्स का मिला के. So I'll put 1,000 here. अगर आपको 2,000 चाहिए तो put 2,000. If you want 5,000, you can put 5,000. Likewise, right? This is by changing cell. By changing cell मतलब किस cell में changes चाहिए? Now we have put formula here. Total amount should be 10,000. तो यहाँ पे हमें calculation करनी है. This is the amount that I want to calculate. Amount invested for fund X. This we have to calculate. So we'll select the cell C2 here. This one, right? So maximize, minimum, minimize or value. You can also put. You can put maximize. We want the maximum output. I want maximum investment in fund X. Let's say, so I'll go with maximum. I want minimum investment in fund X. I'll go with minimum. I want exact value 10,000, 1,000. So I'll put 1,000. Right? That's it. You just have to click on solve button, right? And it will give you the answer. So it has calculated that 5,000 rupees you must do $5,000 you have to invest in fund X, and interest will be 4,000 based on the formula. 5,000 out of 10,000 should go to fund Y, and interest will be 600. So total interest will be 1,000. Right? So this will automatically calculate your investment. How much investment should be there in fund X? How much investment should be there in fund Y? Fine. This is how we can use the solver method. Fine. I think this must be clear with all. Now we'll start with session 2. In session 2, we have linking of data within the spreadsheets and outside the spreadsheets. I don't know what do you mean by linking. Linking का मतलब ये है कि अगर आपने एक spreadsheet के अंदर कुछ data है रखा हुआ, you want the same data at in some other worksheet. How can you link these two sheets? दो अलग-अलग sheets हैं या दो अलग-अलग files हैं, spreadsheets हैं. So if you want to link data from one spreadsheet to another spreadsheet, how can you do this? Right? So for this, there are various steps, there are various ways. Now, before we go with the linking part, we should know about the sheets first, right? Sheets के बारे में पहले पढ़ते हैं. How can you set up multiple sheets? You see, this figure is also showing that by default there are 3 sheets in one workbook. शीट 1, शीट 2, शीट 3, ये डिफॉल्ट 3 शीट्स होती है हर एक फाइल के अंदर, हर एक वर्कशीट के अंदर, वर्कबुक के अंदर. So you can add more, you can delete also, right? If you want to add new sheet, there are 2 or 3 ways. What is the first way? Go to insert, go to sheet, right? This insert menu is there on the top. Select sheet, and you can see here, this is insert, then insert sheet option you have to select. This will add up new sheets to the file. Second way is right click on the tab and select insert sheet. Right click here, जहाँ पे ये sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 लिखा है, वहाँ पे right click करो, आपको insert sheet option मिलेगा. Click on that option, that sheet will be inserted. Third way is you have to click on this empty area. Sheet 1, 2, 3 के बाद जो खाली जगह है, यहाँ पे click करो. जैसे ही आप click करोगे, you will get a dialog box like this, right? यहाँ पे you have to specify which position you want for the new sheet. You want it after the current sheet or before the current. Current sheet means right now this sheet 1 is selected. So if you select after the current sheet, so new sheet will be added between sheet number 1 and sheet number 2. And if you go with before sheet 1 or before the current sheet, first option, then new sheet will be added before the sheet 1. Right here, before it. Then you can also add a multiple number of sheets. If you want one sheet, you can select one. If you want multiple number of sheets, I want 5 sheets. Well, I'll type 5 over here, right? And then click OK. So 5 sheets will be added. And there is one more option called as name here. This name is basically the name that you want to give to the sheet. जैसे by default name आपको क्या दिख रहे हैं यहाँ पे sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 है. नया sheet जो भी ऐड करेंगे उसको क्या नाम देना है, sheet 4 देना है. If you want some specific name, that name you can give there. But the problem is if you go with the multiple sheets, आपने मान लो 5 sheet ऐड करना है, this name option will not be working in that. For multiple number of sheets, this name option is not working. But for single sheet, you can always rename it. You can put a name, right? So click OK. New sheet will be added automatically, right? This is all that we have done. Use this. Now in this example, they have taken 3 new sheets, right? So if 3 sheets are there, then the name box is not available. We have only 1 sheet, the name box is available. So click OK. New sheets will be added automatically, right? Now, if I want to insert sheet from some other spreadsheet, other in the sense like if I want to add up a sheet from Excel, let's say we are working on Calc, but I have an Excel file also. I want the data from that particular Excel file into this Calc. दूसरे स्प्रेडशीट सॉफ्टवेयर से डालना है, उसके लिए इंसर्ट में जाएंगे, शीट फ्रॉम फाइल ऑप्शन है, क्लिक ऑन दैट, देन अ डायलॉग बॉक्स विल कम अप, वहां पे आपका ब्राउज बटन होगा, क्लिक ऑन दैट, then it will ask you to locate the file and click open. So that file will be added automatically, right? Let me show you this. Like now here we have sheet 1, 2, 3, 3 sheets here. So to add up a new sheet, one way is go to insert, click on sheet, dialog box comes up. You want the sheet before the sheet 1, select before. After करेंगे तो sheet 1 और 2 के बीच में आ जाएगा नया sheet. ठीक है, मैं करके दिखाता हूँ. Go with after. Sheet 4 is added here. Right. I'll go undo again. Let's go back to insert option, insert sheet, और you see नए sheet को मैंने कोई नाम देना है. Sheet 4 is the default name, right? If I want to give, let's say, calculation, right? I give a name calculation. I click on this, calculation sheet is added. name is automatically changed, right? Undo, I'll do undo again. And if you go with multiple number of sheets, you see I want 5 sheets, so this name option is now not available because we are inserting 5 different sheets, right? So click OK. So see 1, 2, 3 are already there, and these 5 sheets are added. Sheet 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So this is one way. Second way of inserting sheet is आप यहाँ पे right click करो on these tabs, go to insert sheet button. Again, you'll go get the same option. Or you see this blank area after sheet 2. Click here, double click here, you'll again get that insert sheet dialog box, the same dialog box. Fine. So likewise, we can insert a new sheet. Then is renaming a sheet. Renaming is if I want to change the name of a sheet. Now, you must have seen that one way of naming a sheet is जब आप नया sheet add करोगे तो यहाँ पे आपका name option आता है. This is one way, right? But if you already have a sheet, then you want to rename it. For that, right click on the sheet. Third option is rename sheet. Click here. Rename sheet dialog box opens up. Now you can change. I'll put solver here. The name of the sheet will change. Fine. So this is how we can rename. And one more method of renaming is go to format and you will find sheet option, or यहाँ पे भी rename option is there. You will again get that rename dialog box. Click, type the name, click OK to change. Fine. Now sheets का तो हमने कर लिया. Now we come to the very important part, that changing a cell reference. Now first of all, you should know what is cell reference. Cell reference का मतलब क्या है? Cell reference means whatever is the name of the cell, I want to use that cell name instead of the cell value, right? So I'll put the reference to that cell. अब ये cell name क्या होते हैं? Cell name आपको पता है. You click on any of the cell, name box में यहाँ पे आपको name दिखा रहा है B7. B7 is the cell name of this particular cell. If I click here, name is F9. So these are the references that we can use, right? I'll open another sheet and आपको reference दिखाता हूँ. Now see, I have made another sheet here. Let me increase the size. अब यहाँ पे principal rate, time, interest, amount, same things I have added. Interest में वही formula है. Principal into rate into time over 100, and amount is B2 plus B5 यानी कि principal plus interest. Right. Now what I have done is principal. I can type principal. If I want rate, instead of typing 10% here, I want to give a reference to some other cell. Cell मैंने यहाँ पे टाइप किया, देखो जी rate list 10 लिखा है, तो ये रेफरेंस है इसके साथ. रेफरेंस मतलब मैं अगर इसको यहाँ 12 कर दूं तो यहाँ पे भी 12 हो रहा है. अगर मैं इसको 20 कर दूं तो this is also changing. Why this is changing? Because instead of typing these numbers here, I have used a reference. Now, how do we use this reference? It's very simple. Just type equal to sign and click on the cell, or you can type H3. Okay? Location you have to type, reference you have to type. Simple. Type equal to and click on this H3, or you can type H3 and press enter. This will be reference. Now, if you change here 15, rate will also change. and calculation will be changed automatically, right? We can also give reference from one sheet to another sheet. जैसे ये टाइम देखो, टाइम यहाँ पे मैंने टाइप नहीं किया है, टाइम मैंने शीट 2 से उठाया. We go to sheet 2, यहाँ पे टाइम is this 2. I want to refer this sheet cell reference. If I type 4 here, you will see it will also change it to 4. If I change 3 here, what I'm doing here is we are referencing the value from another sheet, sheet 2 here, right? So sheet 2 को reference कैसे देंगे? You just have to type equal to name of the sheet. Name of the sheet is sheet 2. Be careful with the spellings. S is capital, so you have to put capital. There is no space between sheet and 2. ये जो नाम आपको लिखना है ये exactly वही लिखना है जो sheet का नाम यहाँ पे है, right? Put a dot, separate a dot, and then type the cell reference of the cell which is there in sheet, right? Or either you can type, other way is, I'll do it again. यहाँ पे हम equal to type करेंगे, फिर sheet 2 पे जाएंगे, इस सेल पे क्लिक करेंगे, यहाँ पे देखो ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाएगा equal to sheet 2 dot A4. Then press enter. So this reference will be automatically added. You can do it with mouse also. You can type straight away if you want to type. But type करने में ध्यान रखना है sheet name dot cell reference. Okay, equal to must be. So this is how we can type. We can refer data from another sheet. Now there is one more thing. If I want to refer data from another file, now this file is reference.ods, right? I have another file here. The name is reference sheet 2.ods. इसमें मैंने लिखा है जी प्रिंसिपल जो है वो 10,000 है. तो मैं जरा इंक्रीज कर दूं साइज, right? Now I want to use this value into that sheet, right? मैं इसको थोड़ा मिनिमाइज कर लेता हूँ so that you can see. Now see, we have these two sheets, reference .ods and reference sheet 2.ods. These are the two different sheets, right? I want this principal should be taken from this sheet. But these are two different files. They are not sheets basically. Both are sheet 1, sheet 1. You can see. This is another file with the name reference sheet 2.ods and this is another file with the name reference.ods. दोनों अलग-अलग sheets. Now, if I want to take reference from a different file, a different calc spreadsheet, then what reference you could type? Let's see here. Either you type the entire this thing. What is this? Basically, this is the location of the file. Single inverted comma में आपको लिखना है file कोलन 3 के बाद E ड्राइव के अंदर ये वाला फोल्डर, उसके अंदर ये फोल्डर, उसके अंदर ये फोल्डर, उसके अंदर ये फाइल नेम है reference sheet.ods, right? Then put hash, then put $sign, then name of the sheet in that file, उसका sheet name था sheet 1 और cell number क्या था B1. Either you can type this entire thing. यहाँ पे 3 चीजें ध्यान रखनी है. पहले हमें पूरी फाइल का नाम और लोकेशन देना है इन सिंगल इन्वर्टेड कॉमा. उसके बाद हैश डॉलर लगा के शीट का नाम देना है, फिर डॉट लगा के सेल का रेफरेंस देना है. 3 things we have to write. और now again you have to be very careful in typing. आपको कैपिटल स्मॉल का ध्यान रखना है, स्पेसेस का ध्यान रखना है. तो द बेटर वे इज आप इसको मैं खाली करके दिखाता हूँ. Just put equal to, then go to the second sheet, सेकंड शीट में जाओ, यहाँ पे सेल को क्लिक करो और एंटर प्रेस कर दो, तो रेफरेंस विल बी ऑटोमेटिकली आ, राइट. So this is the simplest way to add up your spreadsheet links if in case we have two different spreadsheets of same software. Fine. Coming back to the book, then is if in case I want to insert data from some other worksheet, right? What do you mean by this? If I am having a file in OpenOffice Calc and I also have a file in, let's say, your Excel, I want to import that Excel data into Calc. Excel से उठा के Calc में डालना, दो अलग-अलग सॉफ्टवेयर हैं, दो अलग-अलग spreadsheet सॉफ्टवेयर हैं. In that case, we have to import it, right? How do we import that part? Let's go back to that reference example. If you want to import data from some other place, then you go to insert sheet from file. Sheet option था, sheet from file पे जाओ. ये है from file option. This browse window will automatically come. Now you need to look forward for the file wherever it is saved. Fine. So like for example, I'll click on this scenario file. This is Excel made file. You can see this is Excel file. ठीक है, ये Microsoft Excel worksheet है. ठीक है, हम उसको हम Calc में डालते हैं. When you click on open, now first thing is it will ask you to convert this. Now this file is already converted, that's why it's not asked for anything. मैं एक काम करता हूँ, मैं एक और फाइल लेता हूँ. I'll take this subtotal file. When you click on open, see this is automatically converting that thing into this OpenOffice category file. Now conversion can only be done if you have internet connection established. अगर आपके सिस्टम में इंटरनेट है तो ये कन्वर्जन हो पाएगा, अगर इंटरनेट नहीं है तो कन्वर्जन नहीं हो पाएगा, right? Now it has converted and it has shown that we have 3 sheets in that Excel file, और उनमें से मुझे जो भी शीट चाहिए वो आप सेलेक्ट कर लो. ठीक है, और ये वही सेम ऑप्शन है, before the current slide or after the current slide, which sheet you want, choose that sheet and click OK. Right, this will add up a sheet here. Just see, ये देखो sheet 1/_2, ये हमने जो Excel फाइल की वहां से इंपोर्ट किया. ठीक है, I'll undo this. I want to show you one more thing. Like if I go with that subtotal file again, after conversion, if I want to go with sheet 1, यहाँ पे एक ऑप्शन है लिंक का. अब ये लिंक क्या है? See, if you don't select link, what happens is it copies the entire thing from that Excel file into this Calc file. सारा कुछ कॉपी करता है. और अगर मैं लिंक पे सिलेक्ट करूं तो वो कॉपी नहीं करेगा, वो एक लिंक एस्टैब्लिश कर देगा. Data will be imported from there, but it will be not the actual data, it will be the link to the data from that file. तो लिंकिंग का फायदा क्या होगा? उस फाइल में अगर आप एक्सेल फाइल में कुछ चेंजेस करोगे तो यहाँ पे भी ऑटोमेटिकली चेंजेस हो जाएंगे. बट अगर आप लिंक नहीं करते हो तो वो एक कॉपी क्रिएट करता है, वहां आप जो चेंजेस करोगे यहाँ पे उसका रिफ्लेक्शन नहीं आएगा. राइट, if I select link, click OK. Now this is link, right? These indicators you can see, ये हमने पहले भी किए थे उसमें फर्स्ट सेशन में. तो ये now this is a link, this is not the actual file. Fine. So this is how we can add up data from some external spreadsheet software. I'll undo this again. Fine, I think that's all from this part. Now we have a lot of more topics, and kindly go through the things. If you still have any doubts, any problems, we can discuss.
Thanks for watching my video. I hope it has helped you a lot. So keep watching and do like and subscribe my channel. Goodbye.